Wagwan people. So this is my first YouTube video and I'll be talking about the topic of expectations. I always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I had so many high expectations that I never could really meet for myself. So yeah, it never really worked out. Expected for workout because of consistency, discipline, personal life getting in the way, distractions. So this time around I decided I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I want my friends and family to hold me accountable as well. And I'm going to give this a shot and just talk about real life because I do this often with strangers, co-workers, friends, family, and I feel like these are topics that everyone can relate to. So my goal really with this channel is just to help as much people, or at least make other people feel like they're not alone, you know? So here we go. Okay, so expectations. Oh boy. Am I the only one that's like a perfectionist? And when you set your expectations, you hang your Jamaicans have a saying, say you hang your hat, you can't reach it. But this is something I've struggled with most of my life, where I've set out on meeting a goal and not really come close, or sometimes I come close, but majority of the time I fall short because I feel like I set unrealistic goals. So I've reached a point in life now where I've lowered my expectations with certain things. I've made my goals more realistic, I would say, and I feel like I've been meeting a lot more of my goals. And I think it's mainly about consistency and just being disciplined. Self-discipline is really important. I feel like it's not about talent in many aspects. It's more about self-discipline and what you're willing to do and the consistency and the work that you're willing to put in. So I would advise anyone out there that's struggling with high expectations, disappointments, failures, anything around that area, especially now that it's a new year and people are setting goals, new year resolutions and stuff like that. I would say try to set your goals at a realistic level, because you don't want the disappointment. you know just put out too much out there and then you don't ever reach half of your goals. So I would just tell everyone out there to just set realistic goals and work on consistency and discipline. I would say focus more on consistency, because it's not so much about if you do it perfectly every day and meet your goal. It's the fact that you do it every day. That's the hard part. Even if you do it half-hearted some days and you put it all into it the next days, at least you stay consistent. So I feel like being disciplined, not being easily distracted, and just staying the course and finding what inspires you. I think that's also a big issue. Sometimes we set out with goals in mind and we lose sight of what we're really doing it for. And I think that keeping in mind the reason as to why you're doing what you're doing is a good way to stay on track. So that would be my advice to anyone out there that's struggling with expectations, because I feel like I've a problem with setting my expectations too high. Well, I'm learning now to be more realistic, so it's better. But yeah, I think that someone can relate to that. Anyone can relate to that. Like just being realistic, being disciplined, being consistent, and just staying the course and keeping a mental note or a visual note of why you're doing it and the goals that you want to achieve. So that's my 2 cents on expectations. I'll be talking about different things. You guys can DM me or comment. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because I plan to do this more consistently. These are topics that me and my friends talk about, me and my family members talk about, and I think you guys can chime in, and I want to just widen the conversation. I want to hear from other people's point of views. I want to hear from other people's experiences. I love to learn. I love to, talk and have conversations with other people. I learn a lot from others. So feel free to interact with me. And yeah, this is going to be a journey of us growing together and, learning and just, enjoying life. So I appreciate you guys in advance for liking, commenting, sharing, following me on TikTok and Instagram. And I just want to say that no matter how bad things get, just remember that it's better to try than to fail. Always remember that trying is a victory and failing is not really the focal point. The fact that you tried is a big victory. It's a big win. So even if you don't get to where you want to be as yet, just focus on the fact that you actually tried. Trying is always better than failing. So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.